Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to this backtesting session. We're gonna keep doing it on the Australian dollar, right? And this is what we're gonna keep doing. So let's see. I'm gonna keep analyzing this range. I have already done a small analysis, but let's try. I'm gonna try to explain to you where we're gonna do here. So let's start with this. So in a daily time frame, as you can see right here, we are in a bearish trend. This is the bearish trend. So this is the bearish impulse, and currently we are in a consolidation phase, right? Now what we're gonna keep actually doing here is that we're gonna see potential opportunities, and the price is currently right here. So there are two possibilities. The price is getting very close to this zone, as this is a bearish impulse right here. The price reacted on this imbalance and this order block, sorry, this order block that is here. No, sorry, this one that I have pointed out here, this one. And in here, the price is starting a retracement, right? So we're gonna see how far this retracement may go. As you can see here, there's a plenty of liquidity, so a lot of money accumulated. But the price can get to this order block, which is has not been mitigated here, this order block. So the price can come here, has a reaction here, and maybe continue with the retracement. Remember, this is a retracement, right? Or it simply can break it and continue with the downtrend, right? This is in daily time frame, that's why we're bearish. But in 4-hour time frame, as you can see here, the last range we have, the last valid range is this one. This is the last valid range in 4-hour time frame, right? This is not a range because well, it didn't open in properly. It's not entering in a correct order block, so this is just liquidity as it was, and it was taken by this. But the price is actually, this is the bullish impulse, but now we are in a bearish retracement, right? So there are two possibilities. The price can go here, react on the order block we were talking about, or referring some minutes ago, and then boom, continue with the retracement or the bullish impulse, as you can see here in this scenario, right? Right. Now let's keep going and let's keep analyzing and understanding the price or the market. All right, so this is it. So we're bullish. We're still in a consolidation phase, and the price reacted in this order block right here. Look, the price reacted on this order block here. Then it had a second reaction on the next order block that was here. There you go. Well, boom. So reaction after reaction, and then it's reacting on this order block. Now, what may happen here? I don't know. Maybe okay. This is what I think may happen, right? It's not what it will, but what I consider based on my experience and what I'm seeing in the market, right? So the price can get to after it gets to this order block for hours, it can do a certain retracement as it making it, right? Making a retracement and probably enter in some, I don't know, decisionals or order blocks that could be allocated here. Here I maybe, or even can go further than here, right? And make this and continue with the downtrend. It's possible, right? It's possible. Perfect. So this is it. This is 4-hour time frame. Let's go and let's see in 1-hour time frame how the price is. And I had this was the last 1-hour range. It's a really big one. Really big range is this one, right? Why is this one? Well, it has all the confluences right here. Remember, is a liquidity sweep, then it entered in an order block, and after that we have a break of structure with a bottom of the candle. This one doesn't accomplish the requirement, so that's why I didn't mark this one as a strong high. Neither this one, and all of this becomes liquidity. So all of this was liquidity, and that's why the price actually made this retracement and took all the money of the people who thought that all of these were resistance levels, right? And that's why they were out. Now, after that, the price reacted on this order block and continue with the 1 hour read, well, with the 1 hour impulse, right? So it was here, it entered here, but it wasn't strong enough, so it kept reacting on these 4 hour order blocks, the one we mark with gray, and then it's trying to make it a kind of a retracement, but we are not so sure if this is gonna make it or if this actually gonna do something, right? So far we're bearish because, well, as you can see, after this breakage with a body of the candle, the price reacting on this order block. Which one? This one. And here the price continue with the downtrend. This is the order block. Right, here it is. So look, the price. It seems the price continue the price continued with the direction with the impulse, but it didn't mitigate this order block in 1 hour, right? But it's normal. That sometimes it happens, this kind of things. And what I wanted to see after that was this breakage with a body of the candle. After this breakage, we have a profound retracement, which is this one, and then a continuation. Now the price is actually doing kind of the same. I would like to see that the price take the liquidity of these lows, but again, since it has entered in an order block of 4 hours and 1 hour time frame, I consider the price may have a profound retracement. Maybe, I think maybe here, because it will take the liquidity of these highs that we have here, and then after that we can continue selling. Here it is. All right, so this is it. So we'll have already validated the bearish 1 hour range bearish. Okay, and now let's go to 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, I think it will be easier to find it. Definitely in certain moments. All right, here it is. Look, at this point we got a bullish range in 15 minutes right here, this one, here and here. So he accomplished everything. So we have liquidity grab, then it enters in another block. We have a break of structure and an impulse. But after that, we have a breakage. So the price entered here and breaks with a body of the candle. Once we got this breakage with the body of the candle, this was our next range, 15-minute range. So it was the strong high. It breaks it, and then it continued making more breakouts towards the downtrend. And here is the new strong high in 50 minutes, right? 50 minutes is strong high, so the high that will be likely respected, and again a breakage continuation. This could be one strong high, but there's too much liquidity, so I still will consider this one as the strong high. Let me mark it. I think it will be easier, and let's see if the price actually respects this one or not. Oh well, it didn't. It didn't respect this strong high. So I'm gonna show you where I see this. Oh, but all right, you see one thing here is, and it's that the price actually did not accomplish the pattern, right? And since this doesn't accomplish the pattern, we will take as a consideration the one who does it, which is this one here. So look, here we have the strong high. This will be the strong high in 15 minutes. So the high that will be likely respected, right? Okay, they continue pushing down, then it continue pushing. Okay, at this point the price did not push down more. No, it didn't. we have this breakage. We have this breakage. After this breakage, we have uh, more continuation patterns. Here is a continuation in 15 minutes. This one may be a new strong high in 15 minutes. This one, because here is an order block. Here is a liquidity grab, and then we have a bust. So this was our 15 minutes range updated, let's say. Right, and in certain moment, it worked perfectly. This high worked perfectly until the next. So mitigation, it wasn't mitigated, and then boom, we have this breakout. After this breakout, we have to update the price. Now we will be in a bullish impulse. I'm doing all of this to exemplify the concept much and make it more clear for everybody, also for myself, of course, right? And now look at the next. We have a new strong low because now we're bullish, and after that bullish impulse, the price has changed again, and now we're in a bearish impulse because this breakout provides us a new high, which is this one. I think it's actually reacting on this order block. Here it is, boom. And after this breakage, this will become our strong high. Perfect. In 50 minutes. And now in 50 minutes, we're bearish. Right? We're bearish in 50 minutes. So with that, all of this analysis of the ranges help us understand the real direction of the market, right? So let's make a small recap. Why do we have this here? So in daily time frame, we're bearish. 4-hour time frames, we're bullish. And it's in a retracement, so we're expecting the price to get at least to this low. Remember the daily order block. Perfect. And in 1 hour, we're bearish. And in 15 minutes, we're bearish as well, right? So no more to say, we're gonna keep selling and we're gonna keep working with this. Oh, sorry, wait, Jesus. Perfect. So let's keep analyzing the next. So we're now in a bearish retracement. In a bearish retracement, yes. So this was the breakage, the bullish breakage. This one here. Boss, perfect. Perfect. The boss, breakup structure, boss. What else after this? Now we need to look for the decisionals or the blocks. So since this is a retracement, I consider one point of reaction could be this one, the extreme of movement creator in 50 minutes, which is actually really good point of reaction. Then we have in 1 hour order block, which is this one, in which we would need a confirmation in 5 minutes, or in 15 minutes, if we refine this order block, we would find the next right here. This is the 15 minutes order block. So in this 15-minute order block, we would like to see a 1 minute confirmation pattern. If we got one of those 5 minute confirmation or 1 minute confirmation, we can entry and sell. Now, once we have a real clear map or intended direction of the market, we can start actually doing the next, which is executing orders in real time. So let's see, this is Tuesday, so I execute orders in New York session, which means I will be active at this moment, right? And I will work until 12:30 more or less. Oh Jesus. Hmm. Let's continue. So boom, boom, keeping bullish, keeping going up, it's going up. I don't actually buy anything. We're in a bearish impulse, so we're gonna sell. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep selling, okay? So it's getting to the point. All right, it entered. So we're gonna look in 1 minute a confirmation. So for that, we're gonna look first one minute range, and after the breakage, we can execute an order. And if we don't find anything like that, we don't simply execute anything because we're just following our trading plan. Simple as that, right? So look at the next. This is the beginning of a range. Perfect. Then we have a boss, and now I need a breakage with a body of the candle just right here. And with that, we will have a confirmation. And after that confirmation, we can sell comfortably. Let's see. Okay. So the price is actually having a reaction, which is actually very good. We're gonna wait. It hasn't break it yet, so we cannot sell anything here. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. All right, now we have a breakage with a body of the candle. Now we're gonna see potential reaction points, right? Yeah. Look at the next. So we also have a confirmation in 5 minutes. In yes, because this was also a 1 hour order block. So we can confidently sell at this point, right? It will be a continuation order. Here we will have an order block trump. Yeah, as well this one. No, yeah, just that one. Yes. Mm, now let's sell. This has been mitigated in 5 minutes, which means that the most valid order block will be this one in 5 minutes, definitely. Now we're gonna refine it in 1 minute, and we're gonna wait 1 minute. Mm, right, so in 1 minute we see the next. Um, there is no range, beginning of a range here. Nope, there's nothing. Boss, and we have this order block here, but we need liquidity. So if liquidity is created, we can actually try to look for a selling point here, which has already been created. All right, so look, I'm gonna put an order here. This is a 1 minute confirmation order right here. Why here? Because liquidity has been created, which is this highs. And this is a very interesting point of reaction. So let me see how much pips we have after this reaction. We'll have here 4.4 pips. 4 pips. And this is the 5 minutes confirmation. So if the price actually reacts in this one, we can actually enter in the 5 minutes order block. Yeah, let's wait. All right, so the price has let us seen. All right, no, wait. Oh yeah, no, it has gone down so far. Now let me look one thing here, because this one was another order block trump. Right now in this order block trump, let me see if the price made something interesting. Well, the price actually enters right here. Then it make this break of the structure, this boss here. Let me check one thing. We have this boss. Oh no, wait, it created this one. It made this boss. After this boss was created, okay, we have here a sell. I didn't like this order block at all, honestly. But if I am honest, it created this. No, it entered here very well. Okay, it created this. So yeah, it created this liquidity. So yeah, it was a valid order block. This one. Yeah, this was a valid order block because it created this liquidity. I didn't notice it at all. Then we should have put the order here and then continue. But anyway, it has created a new order block, and now it has provided another entry point, which is this one. Let me see if this actually it's a possible entry point, and if it is, well, we execute a second order. And if it's not, well, simply we don't execute more orders, and that's it. Here it is. Okay. Mm, no, that would be too much. 2 pips, I would say. All right, it's to view. Let's put, okay, 4 pips there anyway. Perfect. Let's see. All right, we had a reaction. Seems going up. Now we're out, and the price actually is going to, or yeah, I entered in the liquidity. Now this one will be a possible entry point here. The first entry point we got here. Let me check what happens after this, because that was a 5 minutes confirmation, right? Yeah, 5 minutes. All right, let's see, let's see. All right, so look at the next. The first order went to stop loss. So the first order went to stop loss. Okay, this one as well, because we enter too fast in the market. And now what the one who's actually having a reaction is the 5 minute order block or the confirmation. So this one is out, this one is out. Perfect. And this one is actually working. So yes, these two entries were kind of anxious entries, not needed at all, to be honest. Okay. So as we are entering in a continuation pattern, I expect this impulse comes until here. Maybe 1 of 10. Yes, 1 of 10. Let me check what happened after this. All right. We are seeing actually very cool reaction. Again, it's an order block. This is what happens after this. And I understand the mistakes I made. This becomes liquidity. All the orders that we put here become liquidity because of these highs. So that's why when we enter here, we were mistaken. even though I'm gonna write this here because I need to understand why I am mistaken in some of my orders. Uh, and here the reason is liquidity. Yeah, I become part of the liquidity. All right, let me see one thing. And if the market provides an entry here, I can let order. All right, let me check what happens. All right, continue going down. Right, it seems we're gonna be out. And let me check one thing as well. One, no, right. All right, so we are out. So with the second order, we are out as well, which is fine. It's normal. It happens. Okay. So we became part of the liquidity and now we're out. So the actual order we should have lost is the one I just executed there. So the continuation order. It's normal, right? Perfect. Now, what are we going to do is that we're going to keep analyzing. We're going to keep an eye in the market. Remember, this is a very interesting retracement in in 1 hour, I think so. Yes, this is a 1 hour retracement. So as I said to you, I said it could react on this order block if we had confirmation. We had it and we were out. It's normal. It happens. And if not, I would say the price will come here. But let's see what will happen. So we have to keep in advance, or we have to advance a little bit in time to the next day. Here is okay, 1 hour. Continue pushing up. Okay. All right. So as you can see, actually the price what it did, it was that it entered in an order block maybe above of this point, and it is having a reaction. The reaction we were expecting, well, let's say the direction we expect to have was fine. So we were good with the direction. Now let's go to 15 minutes and let's try to understand what actually happens here. So the price entered into this. So after it provided us a confirmation here, it made a second confirmation pattern here and it continued pushing down. It happens. That actually happens a lot in the market. So we should be fine with that. Now another block trump here, another block trump. Perfect. 5 a.m. What's going on? Okay, so now let's try to analyze the next. Let's try to analyze the ranges. Okay, so let me delete this and I'm gonna put here the losses we got. So we got 3 losses. So one was here, boom, and the other two that I need to be actually very honest with myself was one here and the other was here, in which we became part of the liquidity. -3. Now let's try to analyze a new block. Okay, so look, this was the 5-minute range. This created a new range in 5 minutes, and then we got a breakout of this range in 5 minutes right here. After this, we're gonna try to understand and analyze the new strong high in 5 minutes, which is the next. Is this one right here. Perfect. So this is the newest 5 minutes strong high. Perfect. 5 minutes strong high, and then let's see, blah, 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 blah. Here we have a decisional order block. Let me see one thing here. In 5 minutes, 15 minutes, it has confluence with this. So this is a decisional in 15 minutes as well. All right, and now we have the next. We have, this is decisional, but the price has not breaking this with the body of the candle. So we would wait for the price to actually react on this point. On the, I mean, the idea is that the price takes the liquidity of this low, right? Because we're in a bearish impulse. Mm-hmm. This is a decisional, perfect. Let me check one thing before we continue. 15 minutes. All right, sometimes at this point we don't know what the price would do. And what we have so far is that we are in a 15 minutes bearish impulse. This is a 15 minutes impulse. It made a retracement in 15 minutes as well. It entered here and then it's providing confirmations going downwards, which is what we're actually seeing. Okay, now the price entering this is the 5 minutes range, which was broken with the bottom of the candle. Then the price entered here and reacts. And now I think it's time for us to see possible entries with, let's say, the scalping method we have here. So this was the order block trump, or the trumped order block. And now let's go to 1 minute and let's try to find a range. So after a reaction on this one, we will look for a range that has not been created so far, or actually the first range was right here. Takes the liquidity, made a boss here. And after this breakage, we need to find a decisional that works properly, which I would say this would be that one. Yes, this would be that one. Why would I take this one? Easy, because all of these highs are not our liquidity, which means that it's money accumulated. People is trying to look this as a potential entry point areas, but I don't think they would work as that well. So from my perspective, this would be an order block of reaction, or maybe this one right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put an order and we're gonna see what actually happens here. 4 pips. Yeah, I'm gonna put 4 pips as well. Okay, 3.9 pips. Okay. And I'm gonna move this because we're gonna work today until midday. Midday. There we go. Let's see what happens. Okay, the price is going up. More or less towards the direction we were expecting to go. Boom, it entered. So once we got a breakage with of a range, which is this range, we can actually put break even. Bear it, bear it, bear it. Bear with it. Jesus is horrible. So this will be the low we would like to see the reaction. So we have here a 1 to 4 risk reward ratio. Okay, it's coming up to the point of interest. We need to be patient. Let me check one thing here. Let's go to 5 minutes and see what actually is happening here. 5 minutes seems it's fine. Let's see. All right, good. Uh, it hasn't break the low so far, so we're still having the order at risk. Okay, there's still money uh, um, on risk. And now I'm gonna analyze another order block trump, which will be this one. This is another order block trump. All right, so trump order block. Here's another order block trump. Why I select that one? Because it's doing this order flow, this one, and then it follows this one. And after that order flow movement, let's say, we can have a second and potential second order flow, order block trump. Okay, perfect. Again, we're gonna go for the same low, and even we can go further. Let me check one thing. In 15 minutes, in 50 minutes we can go even further, like right here. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with this order. uh, Now let me check one thing in 1 minute, in 1 hour. Okay. Right, we're cool, we're cool. Let's see what happens. All right, perfect. Now, here, what I'm actually watching is the next. So, okay, let me put this here so we can see clearer. I find here another beginning of a range. Boom. Perfect. This is a supply zone. Perfect. And look, this beautiful order block here. This one. Boom. This is a potential entry point. Very beautiful. Very, very clear. Uh, there. It also has order flow, which is this order flow here. Boom and boom. Oh well. Okay, and once since it has already entered in this order block, in the order block trump, we can actually put this order here. And I'm gonna put how many pips? This is 2 pips. Yeah, 2 pips is fine. Now let's see if the price actually enters in this one. Boom, nice reaction. It has led liquidity, which is fine. It's interesting for us. Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, seems it will keep pushing down. All right, I think so. It will. All right, look, here's another order block trump. So it's reacting in another order block trump. Mm, I'm looking at this point if we have a range created. I don't see it. And I think this could become liquidity. So much better. Uh-huh. So you see, it took all the money of the people who were selling on these highs. That's why I didn't put any order there. This become prior liquidity, and we have here our beautiful order block. Let's see if this opens the order block. Oh sh! No, it didn't open it. Just for a few pips. Let me check. Open, open the freaking order. Oh. No way, no brothers. I think is this one opened the order, unfortunately. Yeah. This is the cost of precision. Okay, it opened it. Perfect. Let's see. Now we have to bear it. Okay, now we're out. Okay, so we went out with this order, and with second one, we went to break even. Yeah, once the price get to this order block here, with this breakout here, we went to break even. I forgot to tell you that. So okay, it was fine. So the first order went to break even. The second one went to stop loss. Unfortunately, it didn't work as we expected, and this is fine. Okay. So actually, the price is having a reaction, a retracement here. Fuck, you see? Well, this is what actually happens. This type of things happens. So we were very clear with the real direction of the market, which is actually very good for us, right? And in the second order, which is this one, yeah, after this breakage, we should have put the break even or not. Let me check one thing here. This was this entry here. Okay. It entered here in the order block in the balance. I don't know. I don't know if consider this. No, yeah. Yeah, I will have put the break even. So yes, unfortunately, this order, this one that we got here, this went to break even. And look how beautiful the reaction of the price. Boom, all of this. It was a really, really great order. Well, but this happens. So we have lost that opportunity of 1 to 7 risk reward. And this one was the most crazy. 1 to 7 to 13 to 14, kind of. But it's fine. It happens in the price. So we're fine. So let me put here continuation. It's fine. So we have here -0, which is the break even, and -1, which is the second order we execute. This happens most of the times, so we need to be very aware about it. So actually, we just have had two losses, just one. You got just two losses. The other two we got was because greedy. We were greedy, and we were greedy in the market. And when we are greedy in the market punish us. Simple as that. Okay, this one will break even. So I'm gonna put this symbol here to make this easier for us to understand. Break even here. All right, all right. Let's keep moving. Let's keep watching the next day. The next day will be on. This is Wednesday, Thursday. Let's see what brings Thursday for us on this analysis. So it will be Thursday. Yeah. Let's go, friends. So, as we were analyzing the price, we were absolutely right, at least with the direction of the market intended direction. We got one loss here, which was actually valid. The other losses were because of greed. I don't know how to say that word in English. Greedy. Yeah, because we were greedy. I was greedy. So I wanted to earn more than I should. And this is the result, right? I'm gonna put here yes. Ahí, ya está. Perfect. Now, so it seems the price is actually going towards this point, the point that we want the price to get, which is the yeah, in order to take all this liquidity that is accumulated, and we're waiting for the price to get here. So let's see what actually happens. We are, what time is this? We're waiting to get to Thursday. Okay, now the price made a huge retracement, interestingly. All right, good. Now, why did the price did this? I don't know. Maybe the price entered here and this order block did it. No, it took the liquidity of this order block. Let me see further. Let's analyze further. This is an order block. Perfect. Well, this is an order block, so we have here order flow. Then it reacted here in this order block as well. And then it keep reacting here as well. So this is just simply a normal reaction after took the liquidity of the lows that we have here. It entered in the order block, maybe in 50 minutes or something. Let me check one thing in 50 minutes. 50 minutes. All right, look here. So when you get this precise, I'm getting it, is to understand the reaction. So look, no, the price simply took the liquidity and now it's making a retracement. Good. This is a this is 1 hour. So let's see in 1 hour what is actually happening in the market. This is a 1 hour retracement. Why is that? After the price takes the liquidity of this low, it's likely possible that the price make a profound retracement, right? And this profound retracement, as I consider, will get to here. This is another block of 1 hour, and very close to that order block, we have lots of liquidity, which is all of this. All of these highs that are here, it's liquidity accumulated. And I consider the price will take all of the people, or they will sweep all of the people. So I consider the price in this day would keep consolidating and boom, boom, go down. Now let me check one thing as well, because this is 50 minutes order block. 15 minutes. Let me check if I can update the 15-minute range, which I think I can. Yeah, I can update it. So look. So this was the 15-minute range at the very beginning of the video, and now this is the 50-minute range because we have updated. And the order block in which we consider the price will get will be this one that has plenty of liquidity to grab all these highs. And yeah, that's it. Now let me check one thing because I want to see if I can get some opportunities here to buy. Yeah, so the price enter here. Boom! It took the liquidity of the order block. After that, maybe no. I'm pretty sure they made a 1 minute confirmation. Let me check. No, let me check the 5 minute confirmation. I will be much more comfortable with a 5 minute confirmation here. 5 minutes. So 5 minutes. The beginning of a range in 5 minutes is this one, and the price has no break at it with a body of the candle, which I consider it will be broken few minutes in few minutes. And let me check one thing as well. Okay, the price is reacting on this order block right here. Yep, beautiful reaction, right? And after this reaction, I like to see a breakage of this high. Now, time is it? Okay, so look, this is the time, 6:45 a.m. I will work until 12:30. Now let's see what happens. I need to see a breakage of this boss so I can grab money until this point here. Let's see, let's see. Hmm. Oh yeah. So here it is. The breakage with the body of the candle. You see, I didn't know it would happen. I didn't know how it would happen, but I was clear with the direction, right? So let me see if we can have any chance to have an opportunity to buy here. If we have it. If not, it's fine. Fine because we're mostly bearish. You know, we have done all the analysis and we understand the direction is bearish. But let me check one thing here because in this point of reaction, there are possibilities, there are opportunities. Mm-hmm. Oof. All right, let me see what happens. Oof. All right, so this could be a possible entry point. What I don't like, there is not a lot of liquidity. Demand. Okay, perfect. And now it will be a long order. No way, 6 pips. That's too much. But this one. Hmm. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna put the order here again at the entry point. We have 3.5 pips. I'm gonna put 4 pips. And let me see if we have a good win ratio here. 1 to 5 at least. All right, already. Let's see. It was open. Yes. You know what happened here? Let me check one thing here. So when the price makes this breakage, then we need to see opportunities to enter in a continuation of a range, which is this one. But this is too big. So we have -1 order. No, that was actually very necessary to put that order. I have to admit it. Very necessary. Now we have one lost. We need to add one loss to our record. But mm, the candle week. Let me check the candle week. Candle week. Okay. No, let's put it here at the 50%. And if we got an opportunity, that would be here, 6 pips. And let's see if we got a 1 to 5 order, and if you have it, it would be good to have this order. All right, now let's see. June is going down, having a retracement, creating more liquidity. Boom, 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 boom. It entered, perfect. It entered as we expected. Okay, it's moving there. All right, now we're out. Why are we out? Where did the price get? Ah, gotcha. Look, we were expecting for the price to get here, but what I did not notice, unfortunately, was here it was another order block in 15 minutes. And this was actually our entry point, the real entry point. These orders I put were more for FOMO, I would say. Definitely. Jesus. What an idiot. And this was an order block trump. Now let's see the three new opportunities. Now with a clear and intended direction. Yeah, that was not necessary at all. Anyway, I have to put this here. So as you can see, this is a back testing, and this is what we actually feel in the real market, right? These type of emotions are the ones that we need to practice ourselves and then understand why they happen. Mhm. Okay, retracement, order block trump, perfect. 5 minutes, 1 minute. Let me check one thing here now. Um, well, no opportunity so far. Let me check one thing here. Okay, it's going down. Um, no. Okay, look at the next. This is a range, 1 hour range. Mm, hmm, 15 minutes. And this is an order block here. What you have seen here is what actually most of the traders left, is that you have a very clear intent of the direction, which was bearish, and then you see two or three opportunities to buy, and you buy it, and then you just dismiss everything that you have analyzed so far. And this is being idiot, honestly. All right, so this was the entry point. Very cool. This one. Just grab this as a mistake and take that into consideration. So I have -2 orders, and those were as well by liquidity. I became the liquidity because I just didn't realize the real market direction. This is the reality. Perfect. All right, no, we're out. We have already put two orders. We don't need to risk more than we should. And look at the next. The price actually went to this point and mitigates the area. So look, the continuation order was actually here. That was the order we should have gone today, but the one I dismissed idiotically. I have to be very honest. This one, that's it, the only one. That should have been the only winner. If I dismiss one, one here, dismiss. I got one here, stop loss. Then I get another two stop losses here. Okay, two stop losses. This was necessary. This was fine. All right. So in fact, we should have got at least -2 this week. But if I have got the correct order, we should have been in positive. Definitely. Okay. Let's see what happens. Now let's look at the next. I'd like to see in the reaction on this order block. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Jugu jugu jun, jugu jugu jun, jugu 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 jun, jugu jugu jun. All right, so we have a reaction here. Perfect. So what are we going to see here in order to see if the price actually makes a retracement? It's that we have to analyze the 5 minute or the 5 minute range, which is here. Boom, 5 minute range. A breakage, and now we need a breakage right here of this boss. I don't know if in 15 minutes we have this mitigated. Let me check one thing. I don't know if this is too far from the price, which I consider just. Oh, well, no. It react here. Boom. What is the order block which is valid? Oof. This one is a valid order block. And if we have a confirmation in 1 minute, that's a possibility of entry here. Which the price actually entered. Perfect. And now let me check if 1 minute, if we have a confirmation in 1 minute here. Boom, 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 boom. 1 minute confirmation. 1 minute confirmation. I think there is no one. Holy moly, no, there's nothing there. Nope. All right. So let's put it here. All right, this is the nice reaction we wanted to see now. This is a new range in 1 minute. And this, or all right, look at the next. I don't think it would react, but let's see. 1 minute range. Okay, it was taken. Break of the structure. Then boss. Now let me check one thing. All right, so since it has got liquidity right here, I could say this is an entry point. Demand, perfect. And now this is an entry point. Why is this an entry point? Because of the liquidity it has led above this high. All right, okay, 5 minutes. It hasn't break the range in 5 minutes. Why is this? It could be an order block Trump order block, but I'm not so sure, so I'm gonna wait patiently and see what will happen here. Hmm. Okay. Oof. Shit, this thing didn't enter. Okay, this was our entry point. It was the confirmation in 1 minute pattern. That's why I entered here. It took all the liquidity that was above this highs, and that's why I put the order here. But yeah, unfortunately, it didn't open it as we expected, and now I think it will continue with the 5 minute confirmation, I would say. All right. Oh shit. Sorry, guys. But look where the price get to the original, to the movement creator, to this one here, and I was so biased, I didn't consider the price would get here. Jesus. Oh gosh, well, mistakes that we have to keep learning. We have to put all the orders in all the things. We don't know what the market will do after that. And this is the reason why. This is where the price should have reacted. In fact, oh. All right, let's see what's actually happening here. All right, it's reacting as I was expecting it would react here. Order block Trump. So we got one loss again. Damn, I don't like to lose. No one likes to lose, right? Okay, now let me check one thing here, and I see this as a potential entry point here. Demand zone. This one here. Okay, let's erase this. This is just a imaginary order, and here I have the order block. Here is the order. Boom. Reaction, boss, and here we have this. Here we have this one. 5 pips. Right. Let's see what happens. It will be at least to this point. So 1 to 4, ideally. Liquidity has been created. And let me see if there's a new beginning of a range in 1 minute. Well, as you can see, guys, we were out just because we didn't put one order to you. So, okay, we can make a summary. We can make a wrap up of a session. So, yeah, definitely, this backtesting wasn't the best, unfortunately, but is the one who brought the most lessons, right? And the lessons are the next. Wait, order block Trump. Now let's check one thing. If we can have at least one opportunity this during this session, nothing. And now let me check one thing in 5 minutes. Do we have a confirmation pattern? No yet. Maybe we can enter here, but this will be a continuation order. This will be a 5 minute continuation order. All right, too much liquidity prior to the entry point. Seems we're out. Liquidity prior to the entry point. All right, and we're out. Oh, let me check one thing. Here is Sunday. All right, no. Perfect, guys. So look, mistakes we have done in this backtesting session, or that I have done. So, well, we waited for a confirmation order here, but it unfortunately didn't provide it. I got one order here that went to stop loss, which was valid. Let's say about these orders that we have here, -1 booster. Um, three of these orders were valid, and the other four losses were invalid, right? So this is the lesson we can have from this order, and also this all the analysis in regards of the direction was okay. Just to bear in mind for myself is that in the next opportunities I need to be clearer with entry points, yes, and be aware about these order blocks that are hidden and in which the price may have reactions. And that's it. Those are the lessons I got from this back testing. So I hope you have enjoyed it and you have learned a little bit